Hello, this is John with 616 Web Solutions. In this video, I'm going to show you how to put together a make.com scenario that will check sales tax rates in various states. And this is for people who want to check it on the fly. Uh, Maybe you're going to create an order of some sort. It's not going through an e-commerce website. It already has a sort of connection. You just need to figure out what the taxes are. This will be for you. You can change the inputs and outputs however you want to do it. I'm using Jotforms. You can use any sort of form. I'm using Gmail. You can run this into a CRM. You could make a PDF out of it. I don't know. You could do all sorts of different things. But anyway, we're going to start with Jotforms and then go from there. So this is a scenario that we will be creating. So first thing you got to do is go into Jotform. And one thing I love about them is you can use their services for free. You get a lot out of their free tier, and like you get the connections to the API and all that kind of stuff. So it's great. So here we go. We're going to just start out with a form. We're going to create. I already have a form created, but just for the sake of this video, we're going to create another one. I'm just going to classic form here. And this I don't really care about. We can close that. And we do want to change the name of this. If you want, you can call it, I'm going to call it test form. Do that real quick. Form sales tax. Test form for sales taxes. Something like that. So we're going to sit here and just add elements. So one thing that the system needs to know is what email are we going to send this to afterwards. So we're going to go ahead and drop this email here. You can make this required if you like. It kind of depends on who's using it. If you're using it and you know that you need to put your email in there, then you don't need the required field. And then from here, we can drop in this address field, or we can do a single line item if we wanted to. Like this also would work. Let me see here. Where are we at? Like a long text would also work. It just needs the address. It doesn't have to be an address field. But anyway, we're going to just go ahead and use the address field since we have it. And then there's two things that we need as far as the pricing is concerned. We need to know, we're going to drop this here. We need to know first off is what is total product cost. So all the products put together. So if you're selling 3 items for $100, $300. And then we also need to know the shipping because some states require shipping. You know, some states are super easy with sales tax. Michigan is a great one because it's like 6%, super easy, simple. There's no guesswork. Then you have states like Ohio and Indiana that do crazy stuff like charge tax on shipping. They charge tax by county and they charge tax by state. So you have to figure out what are all the different variables for these different counties and the what's the shipping cost, and anyway, a lot of different things that you have to figure out, and that's why a form like this is great to have. So all right, so here's our form. Basically, that's all we really need. We can go over here to the publish field, and then actually maybe settings because we need to tinker with this thank you page. So I'm gonna go to thank you page, and because we don't want to just submit the form and not be able to submit another one, because sometimes when you're doing this, you need to keep that form open. You're going to keep going and submit other. You want to submit it again, do another one. So you can redirect, and just so you know, you can redirect to a different thank you page if you wanted, or you can keep this thank you page, and we're just going to keep the thank you page. But what we're going to do is click this fill again. So we're going to hit create here, and then I'm going to put submit another, something like that, whatever text you want to put in there. Hit save, and there is all the info that we need. Then the only thing that we need is the API, and where you find the API is you can click on your profile and go under it's admin console or settings. I think it's settings. And yeah, and here's your API. I'm not going to click on it because it'll expose my API. But you click on the API, and then the API key is there. Just copy it. And it's really sweet. Is that for free accounts you can use that API and do that. So this is my already completed one scenario. We're just gonna go ahead and create another scenario. So if you don't have make.com, you can go ahead and purchase it. If you want to purchase it through my affiliate link, I'd be grateful. You don't have to, but you can go to make.com and get make.com. And actually, you can use it for free for so many. I think you get 2 scenarios that you can run have on at the same time, and you can do various things. So you could get away with a free account. So anyway, when you get into your account, you're going to create a scenario. And the first thing that it's going to pop up is this. We're just going to, down here in the search, just start typing in Jot. I always make this mistake of saying Jotforms, and you want to put in your looking for Jotforms, and it is Jotform, not Jotforms. So anyway, so we're going to click on here, and we're going to watch for submissions. So this is the one we're going to need. And then we have create a webhook. And you want to name this something memorable, like I'm going to call this test form, and we're going to, I already have it set up here, so it doesn't really matter. It's going to ask you teams, and you're going to just click no team assigned, and then it's going to ask you which form are we using, and it's going to be my test form sales taxes, a test form for sales taxes. So I'm going to hit save. And what we can do here is just hit save, and we're going to run this form by itself real quick. Let's see here, go back out, close here, opened up this page. All right, we're going to go in here and go to this publish, and then you can take this form, you can embed it on a website, you can save it as a bookmark, do whatever you got to do your thing with that. But we're just going to go ahead and put our email addresses in here, and then let's find one in Indiana, just a random address. Let me see here. Let me think. I like to find out, just do something like a bookstore in Indianapolis. Yeah, Indianapolis, Indiana. So I know they have some weird. They do some crazy stuff with their, so the Whispering Shelf. Let's check them out and find their address. So here's their address right here. Again, like if I only had one field, this would be faster. Let's see. Oh, so there we go. So I could put it all right here if I wanted. Don't need to go fill this out, and but we'll go ahead. We'll go ahead and do it the right way. Get rid of these commas in here. Get that out of the way. And then all we need is our zip code down there. Let's get rid of that space just in case. There's our zip code. And then total product cost, we're going to go with that $300. And then we're going to say it was $100 for shipping. And then what we're going to do from here, let's see here, we're going to run this module only because we need to send the data over so we can map it. So we're going to hit submit. And we're not going to hold on to that. And see, now we have the submit another. So if I wanted to, I can go and open this to another page. But see, here's all of our data. It came over here. And then I'm going to look back at my old one. So we have an HTTP request here. And this is where we're taking the API from, let me see here, HTTP. I believe it was a make a request, right? Yes, this is make a request. And we'll just steal the URL from over here and I'll have this in listed below. But I'm not going to show the API key here, but we're going to go to zip-tax.com, create an account, and there as well you can have a free account for a lot of submissions. So you might be able to get away with this for free and wouldn't cost you anything. But if you need to create if you're going to be accessing the API a lot, you might need a paid account. So, but this is the URL right here that we need. And we're going to go in here, paste this. And then the data it's looking for is just looking for the address. And so you know, just some tax facts, I guess, is so if you have a full address, it's more exact than using a zip code because you can be in two different counties. So there are zip codes that reside in two different counties. So like you could be in depending on which county you are, the taxes would be different. So like Ohio, I know has different taxes for different counties. So anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just plug these in here. So we need this. We need the street address line. We need the city. We need the state, and we need the zip. And again, we could have done this all in one line. If the person just knows, hey, just paste the whole entire thing in there, it'll ignore the commas and everything. So there's that. And then headers, we need, what was it? X-API-key. Just going to copy this, paste this here. And then for the value, that's where we need to put in our API key. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that real quick. So I'm going to pause this. Okay, so I put in my API key. Again, just go to zip-tax.com and create an account, and then you can find the API key. So on here, we're going to click no authentication. We don't need authentication. It's using the API key to authenticate or whatever. I'm going to hit save. And then the next thing we got to do is we need to do all the calculations. So we are going to set multiple variables. So basically, we need the math to happen, you know. So one of the things we need to know is shipping taxable? If yes, then it's going to add the total product cost and the shipping, and then it's going to multiply it by the tax rate. So that's what's happening here. So total sales tax. If it's no, then it's not going to. It's just going to add the or multiply the tax rate to the total product price. And then here we're just taking this information because we want to pull this over into the email and say, is shipping taxable? And if it's yes, it'll say yes. If it's not, it's going to say no. And then sales tax rate. So it's getting the sales tax rate. It's mapping it. So when it pulls the data, it's looking in the bundles. And this is saying right here, when you put map, it's saying, okay, this is from the first bundle. This is the tax rate. I'll show you when I run it what this all means. But so it's saying, okay, map it from there, and then it does that. And then here's county tax rate, and we're looking for the third bundle, and it shows the county tax rate, city tax rate, state tax names, county tax name, city tax name, and then we're taking the state tax code and everything. So anyway, I'll show you here real quick, and it'll make more sense. What I'm going to do, instead of rewriting all this, I'm just going to copy this, and then I'm going to drop it over here, and then we're going to connect like so. But then it's going to need me to remap it. Maybe. No, it's not. It just hasn't run yet, so it should be fine here. So we'll just let this be. All right. But for funsies, let's go ahead and let's just run this module only, and I'll show you that data that I'm just talking about here. So we'll take that address again. Just copy this. Go in here. This is the new one. So I'm going here, run this module only. And now everything's split up, so I got to do that whole. Let's keep let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can get away with these spaces and apostrophes or commas. I mean, yeah. Here we go. And let's see. All right, so here's the data. So this is the output. It's the bundle. If you go under base rates, see these are the bundles, the different bundles it pulls. So here's your the rate is 7%, and the jurisdiction name is IN for Indiana, and the code. So this is the code that they've given the state of Indiana is 18, and this is use tax. So if you are using the product for your own company or whatever, and that would be the same tax. And then here's the county. So Marion County, it looks like the rate is 0. And it tells you the county code is 49. And let's see what the, oh, look at that. There's no rate on Indianapolis, it looks like. Let's see what it says about shipping. Shipping is taxable. So I know out Ohio, it taxes the county, the state, and shipping. Apparently Indiana, at least this county, doesn't have, it only charges the state tax. So I'm not sure about the others. But anyway, there's the bundles. And so when we're asking it, we're pulling stuff from bundle 1, 3, and was it 6, I believe? I don't remember. So anyway, all right. So back at it. Here we go. Go through here. So it's 1, 3, and 5. Those are the bundles that we're pulling from. So we want those, what it's saying in those bundles. And so let's save that there. All right. And this will be available for you down in the description. You can grab it if you're on Facebook. I'll have links wherever you're at, whatever social media platform, on my website, whatever. There will be a link for you to download this. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add our Gmail. So we're going to go in here and we're going to create. So I'm putting in Gmail again. This could be Outlook. This could go into a CRM of some sort. You can do all sorts of things. But I'm going to hit send it as an email. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to have to connect your Gmail account, and then the two, we're going to send it to the email here. So whatever that email is, we're going to map it that way. Your subject, you can call it sales tax form data or whatever you want. Body type, I like to do raw HTML, and then I'll just say hello, and then it's always going to be me, so I'll just create an email and do a couple break lines here. I have a cat jumping on stuff over here. It's pretty crazy. All right, and then we're just going to take all this data here, all these from the tool here. So we want to know total sales tax, and we can do something like this: total sales tax, and then we'll drop that one right there, and then we're going to have to do our double break, 2 lines here, and then we'll do is shipping taxable? So then we can put this here, and but I'm going to go ahead and run through this real quick, so you don't have to watch it, but you get the point. We're just dropping in everything from set multiple variables is going to show up in here, so that data is there, so it can be emailed to you, and you would see what the tax rates are. So hold tight. So then once you have everything filled in, again, I'll have the scenario available for you for free. You do want to make sure there's no little red circles here saying, hey, something's wrong. If it is, it's just probably just needs to be remapped or something. So just go ahead and map it and then hit save. The last thing we're going to have to do here, I'm going to move my bobblehead, is you want this to be turned on so it runs immediately, and hit save, and you are all set to go. Now, I'm going to go to my original form here and show you what happens. We'll go into my Gmail, so don't make fun of me for all my emails. This is really just my junk email, so if you send an email there, I am probably not going to see it. So anyway, so we're going to go in here. Oh, let's go back. Okay, so we're going to go back to our forms. It's my original sales tax form. We're going to go and hit edit here. Publish. Open a new tab. All right, so I'm going to put my email here. We're going to go ahead and use that address that we said before. It's 414. Let's close this so we don't get confused. And we're going to go ahead and paste that in. And then we're going to, so I got it all pasted in. We're going to go with, but our product price is, say it's going to be $300. Shipping is going to be $100. And then we'll hit submit. And then you'll get to see what happens here. So again, we can submit another if we want to. But we'll go into our email. And then this is the email that's sent. So it says total tax owed will be $28. Tax rate is 7%. Is shipping taxable? Yes. So it took the $400 and multiplied it times 0.07, and that's how it came out with the 28%. So, and then it gives you all the tax data information right here in one spot, so you can take that and do whatever you please with it. So, all right, there you go. That's how to create this. If you would like this customized, just give me a shout. I can help you out with that. Again, you can get this scenario for free at 616 Web Solutions, and I probably have some on my other website as well. But have a great day, and thanks for watching, and Merry Christmas. Today is December 25th, still Christmas time, so hopefully you had a good Christmas. Have a good one. Thanks, bye.